Yo, what's up, everyone? You're listening to the 28th episode of True the Side.
What's going on, family? What are you guys laughing at? This is throwing me off. My name is Alan Martinez, and I am joined by all of my brothers today. Hey. Wow, I am still a growing boy. Did you guys hear that squeak?
Yes.
Joel Hernandez, Papa Basketball. Welcome back, bro.
Chia. Nice to be here.
Alvin Martinez.
It's nice to be here as well.
And Lawrence Hopkins is also here. Together, wow. Whoa. From the UK. And we are Canada Got Soul. On this episode, we're going to get a bit reels, some transparency with the talk today, I think, a little bit, hopefully. Sure. We'll see. We're going to talk about the responsibilities that we have doing what it is we do as Canada Got Soul. But before we get into that, we got our picks, and I wanted to pose a question about a quote-unquote comeback. But first, fire round. This one comes from our homie Grail Status, aka Rich.
What up, Rich?
What's up, Rich? Ching, ching. Kring, kring.
Because he's rich.
Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a register or for a phone call. His question is, have any of you guys copped a shoe for the sole purpose of keeping it as a collection piece?
Shout out Soul Purpose.
I was waiting for something like that. If so, what shoe was it? And how much did you pay? He's getting... He wants in.
Too much info.
I asked him for his answer, of course. It was the 2000 Black Infrared 6. They were DS OG box tissue, but not wearable. I paid $200. It's my fave Jordan of all time, so it was a no-brainer. LOL.
Steal.
I also had the same shoe my junior year in high school. That's mad dope. I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah.
To get my hands on them again, even as a collector piece, was well worth the price.
Well, yeah, $200 was very well.
Yeah.
I know, for real, right?
Talking about the price.
Let's start with Alvin.
No.
You've never bought anything for the sole purpose? Shout out to Soul Purpose.
Shout out.
Collecting?
No, because I've worn everything.
See, that was part of my answer. It was like, I like to think the pairs that mean the most to me, I purchased for the sole purpose of collecting it, but I do make sure I wear all my shoes.
Like, I wish I had the, I don't know, I guess extra income or extra space. It's space-wise too. Like, I have no space.
Yeah, no storage room.
To purchase a shoe and not use it.
Yeah.
Like I for now anyway, any shoe I purchase, I'm going to want to wear.
Yeah.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I mean, Rich doing that is dope, dude. Like, I love that story, and it's cool that it's still DS. Unfortunately, unwearable, but like, yo, you got it for a dope price too. So it's like, that's cool, but I don't know if I could do that.
Just
right now.
For him to have.
Right now.
But you didn't like buy a certain shoe knowing that you just had to have it? No, that doesn't change. That
Not the same.
That sort of changes the question, doesn't it? Yeah, never mind. No, I get it. I get it.
Not that I can think of.
Lawrence?
I have. I can only think of two off the top of my head.
I think I can think of one of yours.
The first one is the 01 Black Cement 3 that I picked up this year.
Cool.
Yeah, I picked it up like a couple weeks after the 2018 retro.
Yeah, I remember that. You're like, I got it for a damn steal.
It was either $180 or $200. Like, it's not that it's I don't think it's unwearable. I wouldn't wear it anyways. I don't think it's unwearable. It's just I don't need to wear it because I have a bunch of other ones that are first in line.
You
for
mean
that.
Black Cement 3s?
Black Cement 3s, yeah.
Other Black Cement
Black
3s.
Cement 3s. But like, that's a shoe that I always wanted because up until this year we never had a Nike Air retro.
That specific year?
Yeah, just because that was like the most recent time that there was Nike Air on a Black Cement 3. So it was just always something that I had wanted, but I never could afford it because up until this year they were so expensive. But then as soon as the 2018 came out, it was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the JTH
Yes,
with the signature,
one.
obviously,
Yeah.
because I already had the one that I picked up after the Super Bowl release. And my sole purpose, shout out to Sole Purpose.
Shout out Big Philly. I'm gonna do that every time.
For going
It's turned into an
downtown,
episode for Philly.
for going downtown to the Jordan store that day was to get a signed pair, and I did, and I have no intentions on ever parting with it or wearing it for obvious reasons.
Are you gonna disclose what it took to get them?
I think I told that story.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Rich, you're gonna have to go back a few episodes. Lawrence is gonna make you do
It
that.
was a long day.
Also, Sole Purpose, aka Philly, we're gonna give you our address. You can send the check there.
Yeah.
Kuya Joel, do you have any collector pieces within your collection?
That I haven't worn? Is that
You could have worn them,
Yeah.
but you
Worn
bought
them, but, like-
you
Yeah,
bought
but you
them
bought
because
them-
you wanted just to have. You needed to have
Like
it.
to
It would-
collect it.
it would probably be the water spoons for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and what I had to
I thought you would have reached way back.
no, not even.
So why was this
Because with the water spoons, it was more of like I really needed to have it, and when I missed out on trying to get them, it just like it sank. You know what I mean? Like I thought about it all the time.
whenever I saw
tears, guys. Whenever I saw the shoes, I just had to shake.
tearing up. He's tearing up.
Shake, man.
What was it about them that like made you think they were a collector piece?
I think it's because of the way the whole voting went with the shoe, and it was like
cool.
you got to vote for this shoe for it to drop, kind of thing. And I thought that was crazy cool.
It's a very special. Did
Crazy
you
cool.
vote for it?
I did vote for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
That makes it even cooler.
Yeah, and
I didn't vote for it.
No, me neither. I don't know. I was like way too lazy to click.
I voted
What the
just
hell?
not for that too.
Shout out to Sean.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shad,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show. But yeah, with the water spoons, it was just I just had to have it. I had to have it. So I gave up like a couple pairs just to get that one pair.
Yeah.
If you go back several episodes, we spoke about the whole reselling stuff, and I don't know. I think from that point on, I just looked at what I had and what I could get rid of, what I didn't need to wear, and then all of a sudden I just came across the ad, and I was like, "It's a sign."
It's here. It's mine.
Sneaker gods
it's
have been
go
talking to
time.
me.
It's time.
Let's go.
It's time.
So yeah,
You wore them already, right? I saw you
I wore
post
them.
them in like a
Walmart
grocery store.
I went to Walmart. Yeah, man.
That's
I
like
rocked
barely a DS.
Those are the best ones.
Especially if
like,
the
where
aisles
you-
are clean.
You just
Yeah.
want to wear it so bad that you wear it to Walmart.
Walmart.
Like, I just need to wear it.
Bro.
Trust me. And it's like that weird feeling like, am I trying too hard? Just going to Walmart?
No, you never tried to.
Never.
You flex everywhere.
Everywhere.
Before I get to my answer, I wanted to ask you guys, you know how sometimes collectors in general, they do reach back to specific years and releases for like the retro J's, like how Lawrence is talking about? I wanted to know why people like, can you guys like explain maybe why people do that? Like just to make like grab that specific retro?
It's memories, man.
Yeah, it could be just sentimental.
Yeah.
Like with Scholar, he just, you know what I mean? Like he probably just copped the OG4s just because he dunked in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, maybe it's a moment in your life, or maybe it's like a moment that you've seen MJ like do.
Yeah.
You just want that specific
From that year.
from that year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, for me, well, we talked about it before. Like, most of us, all of us are completists.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh, so to
when
have
you have one, you have 20. Like for me, I had 2012 Black Cement 3
Ah,
and 20.
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
2018 Black Cement 3. So I was like, okay, so now what's left? There's Countdown Pack. There's 2001, and then
Yeah.
like it just popped up, and I was like, I've always wanted it for that price, even though I had just bought two weeks earlier from 2018. I was like, well, fuck it.
Yeah. Now, for me, this question hit me a little bit weird because I am a collector of all sorts of things. So for shoes, I like to consider like all the pieces that mean more to me as collector pieces. And not just one of those like, oh, outlet cops just because it was so cheap. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, other than the obvious JTHs that I picked up earlier this year, those, the Super Bowl colorway, I would say the first set of shoes that I picked up with this purpose of keeping it as like a collector piece. Cause I think a collector piece to me too also means it's something that you're never going to part with. And those first two, I think that I considered a real collector piece for me was the Street Fighter Pack Dunks. The Ryu mids and the Chun-Li lows. For those that don't know, I do love me some Street Fighter. PSNIDSPOOONR. Come get some. But yeah, I mean, versus the comic book inspired superhero colorways that Nike SB dropped, these were an official collaboration with Capcom. So like I needed to have it. And the insoles actually featured art from the Street Fighter comic books that got me into reading comics and buying like single issue comic books over 10 years ago. So and to answer the price point, I think I paid, I want to say like maybe 300 Canadian for both.
Wow. That's pretty.
But at separate times.
Yeah.
So like the reuse, sorry, excuse me. The reuse were like 180 maybe. And then, no, I think I lied. Maybe it's around 400. So like 200 each. But yeah, at that time, yeah, I think I got them for some good prices.
That wasn't even a case of the price. That was a case of being hard to find.
Yeah.
That's always
for sure.
a thing too, because it's not even that you're not willing to pay the price, it's that you can't find it.
Yeah.
The rarity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah, bro. Go for it. I'm sure Rich would enjoy it.
Yeah, no. It's like a chill one. So when I first started,
Rich, you're not gonna like
you're not gonna like this. Don't listen. Turn it off.
turn off, mute it. Skip forward 10
Skip
seconds.
15 seconds or something.
So it was when the History of Air Max 90s infrareds dropped. I needed those. One, because I never had, like, I didn't have a pair of Air Max infrareds. And two, it was just Air Max infrareds. Like my favorite.
Yeah.
And then the insole on those, so those I bought.
Rick Ross,
So
got you.
but you know that he really likes it.
What? So I found them off of Red Flag Deals, off of a dude who's now my homie, Marv. Met him at South Common. I got him for pretty much, no, not retail. Maybe $20 over retail. Used maybe once or twice, so in my eyes, they were perfect. And they're Air Maxes, so they don't really crease.
Yeah.
The suede was clean. It was perfect. Like, oh, it was beautiful. And what did I do? Beat the shit out of them. But those are like something that I would probably never part with. And the insoles are still pretty, like, the insoles are still, like, they're good. Like, you can still see, like,
Still
the graphics and
pictures.
stuff.
Sick.
Yeah,
nice,
it's crazy.
Nice.
So I couldn't part with those. They're still, like, in my garage somewhere. I gotta find them, but that's like a collector piece. Even though I don't treat them like one right now because they're in my garage, like, I'm probably never gonna part
And
with
those are going to be mad cool to visit again in like about 5 or 10
Yeah.
years. Because like those were already yellowed, right?
Yeah.
The
What do we
history
know?
of
They
air
weren't.
joints? Oh,
They
no?
weren't. No.
I thought they were.
No. But I was looking through boxes because we were donating shoes. I can't remember.
I think it
to
was like
Souls for
last
Souls.
year or 2 years ago.
And
yeah,
I
a few years
found
ago.
them. I was like, oh. And then I looked at the insole. And I was like, oh, because they were still good to go. And I was like, oh man, I should fix these up. But we'll see. Maybe I can hit up Konatsky
Yeah, man. hit 'em up.
Hey,
for the
shout out
sole
Konatsky.
purpose
Oh,
of shout out
Philly.
sole purpose of just like getting them fixed up and just being able to just have them like
Yeah.
there, you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's
Dope.
Yeah.
All right. Don't get tired of talking because you're up first. This week in Kicks. We're going to go with, like I said, Alvin's pick first. Jordan Brand X Paris Saint-Germain.
Germain. Wow.
Oh God. I'm so sorry to all of our French listeners.
Hurry up with my damn croissant.
What?
You
Kanye.
you mean your putain?
Alvin, what did you think of this collaboration? You were gonna go with the fives, yeah?
The fives, man. Honestly, it's a really simple colorway, but the details
Yeah.
are what get me. And like from what I can see in the pictures, the quality of that new buck. Oh. And like
Are there any other details other than like the logo in the window?
Behind the tongue,
behind the tongue,
it says, I think it says, Ici c'est Paris.
it also says that in
Yeah.
on the insoles. And then on the outsole around the Jumpman, it also says Paris Saint Germain.
That's dope.
It's just, oh man.
I love the logo that they did.
Yeah.
Took out the Eiffel Tower
Yeah.
for doing the Jumpman.
Amazing. I don't know. And then the 75, I was trying to read up on it, but the 75 is apparently possibly a zip code.
Yeah, the area
in
code.
Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Confirmed.
According to Soul Collector.
On the heel, the number on the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to the 23.
Okay.
It's a shout
yeah.
to the area
That's
code.
mad dope.
Yeah, and I love the tongue, man. Like the tongue is just. It reminds me of like what Joel said earlier, like the blackout 5 is like all black. It's just super clean, and I love the stripe on the back that represents the squad, the red and white. That's super duper dope. And then like I don't know if you guys have seen. Well, if you haven't seen it by now, look it up. But the apparel for the collab,
Really good.
ridiculous. Like the hoodie, the jacket, the pants, the everything.
Yo, the jersey,
Oh,
it's knit, eh?
yeah,
Wow.
It's a jersey.
Yeah, I didn't know
like it's a
that.
jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Like I might.
cool. No, it's like knit, like
Yeah.
like sweater knit
Yeah.
jersey.
Hopefully, I don't know. People get a chance
and
to.
like the logo is not like embroidered or anything.
That's knit.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's bare knit.
Did you happen to see the Friends and Family Jordan 5?
Oh, that was cute too.
The white pair?
I still prefer the black though.
White leather?
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. What do we think of this collaboration or partnership?
PSG just
I think it's cool,
like,
man.
they're like the most street soccer team out there now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah?
their street cred just went
Yeah.
through the roof.
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
All the men who don't watch soccer are gonna watch soccer now.
Trust
Me.
No. It's not soccer, guys. It's football.
Football.
Get it right, man.
Football.
No, I thought it was really cool because it's a cool storytelling of the relationship between Jumpman, Nike, and Paris.
Yeah, man.
Because Paris hosts K54.
Yeah.
That street ball tournament that Jumpman does every year. Nike was the company that was on the PSG jersey last year. So it was a cool transition. And then the fact that Neymar plays for them now and Neymar did a collaboration
Yeah,
with
that's what I was
Jumpman. So
thinking.
that was
Crazy.
like
On a Jordan
mad
5.
perfect. Yeah.
Crazy.
Mad perfect. It was such a cool storytelling and just all sort of fell into place.
Yeah.
Neat.
Releasing tomorrow at Jumpman.
Or
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah, depending when you listen to this.
Oh my God. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
I keep
Comes out
forgetting.
tomorrow.
Keep forgetting
Releases
today's
yesterday at Jumpman. But yeah, like detail shots, they look real good.
My God. My God.
The 5s.
5.
Amazing.
Oh, there's the ones too.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think of the ones? Alvin's shaking his head. I see that.
Pass.
Story. It's probably expensive because it's a whole neoprene upper.
Yeah.
First ever Jordan 1 with an all neoprene upper, but I'm going to have to pass as well. I feel like
too.
it would fit really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be like a scuba suit on your foot.
Yeah. I love
would
the
crease
midsole.
weird.
Though.
Yeah.
The
With
midsole's
the stripes,
beautiful.
two
Yeah.
stripes.
The
But
two stripes.
the
So
upper,
subtle.
to me, it just looks like a regular mid Jordan 1.
I'm excited to see how they look on feet. I've only seen like glamour shots or like those random like sneaky peeky shots.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
But
Your pick.
Yeah, the OBJ Nike Air Force One low.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes, sir. So I did a little research and we're going to start it off by saying I don't think these are actually going to release.
Me neither. I know.
Sorry to everybody.
So sexy.
But the shoe itself is all red, suede looking upper, extremely high quality. It looks like the quality and the craftsmanship on the shoe is crazy. Comes in a massive red, like what looks like a wooden box, and each box is numbered like out of 100. The one that I saw was Ronnie Feig, whatever his name is,
Feig, yeah.
earlier in the week.
Feig?
Big.
But yeah, really
Man.
cool shoe. OBJ's had a couple like low key collabs in the past and they've been like meh. But this is like a crazy looking shoe.
Oh yeah.
And I really think that this is Nike showing that the resurgence of the Air Force One is on its way. For sure. Like everyone who's into the Air Maxes, like Air Max 95, 97, 98 are huge right now. Nike's definitely going to push the Air Force One low, mid, high. And I think this time next year, everyone's going to be rocking Air Forces again. Like this seems like 10 years ago Air Forces where they had like crazy collabs with crazy quality and crazy packaging and crazy materials. Things are looking up for Air Force.
That's one shoe I'm missing from my collection.
You have no Air
I
Forces?
need just a Flyknit one.
Oh.
I need an all white low.
Yeah.
I want a low.
Yeah.
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 Essential.
Good Joel. Your pick.
Okay, so I picked the fly leather Nike Cortez.
Those are neat.
Fly leather.
The fly leather's so cool.
What
Yeah.
that?
Fly leather. It's like a. I did some research.
I love this.
Open my notebook.
I love you guys.
let me take a gander at my notes.
Let me check Wikipedia 1 second.
You wrote a 1,500 essay, 1,500 word essay.
So it's a hybrid material. It's 50% leather fiber. Now, it's actually supposed to be more durable than regular leather.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lower carbon footprint. And that's like the total amount of CO2s and other greenhouse gases that's emitted while producing the leather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like one of Nike's go green type of projects.
Green, exactly.
Cool.
Exactly,
That's mad
exactly.
cool.
It's like the liner, the shoe liner. It's 100% recycled.
That's cool.
Liner. The laces and the labeling are all 100% recycled materials. It's white with light gray on the swoosh. The heel tab and the speckled midsole, they're all light gray. And there's an FL on the tongue tag, which represents
Fly
leather.
Fly
I remember them introducing this technology like a couple months ago. They did like a Jordan 1, like a bunch of classics, and I think they're starting to roll it out more regularly.
It's really cool.
So, and it's supposed to be the lightest like leather they've ever created too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Like how they do all these things. Where was this before?
I know.
I know, right?
Most durable, lightest,
Yeah,
most
more
recycled.
durable. Yeah.
Scientists.
So you
Where
could, like,
were you?
Where you at?
Throw it on like SBs. You could skate. Not worried about like
Imagine.
scuffing up.
Oh.
Nike, hit us up.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of SBs, thanks for the segue. Shoe that was rumored. There wasn't like a full picture of it yet, but God, I needed to talk about these. Nikki Diamonds of the Diamond brand posted on Instagram what looked like another teaser of an SB Dunk Low in a Tiffany colorway.
Black?
Except it was black with the chromey swoosh. Yeah. And then I think it was Nike SB Features that did it, that posted like a little bit of an info leak last night. There's going to be 2 colorways.
Oh.
There's going to be a white and then there's going to be a black, and it is going to be the Tiffany color blocking, or like not the color blocking, but the color set. So the Tiffany blue, the white, and the black and the chrome. And then the worst part, there's gonna be a friends and family pair, and it's like yellow. So I'm excited to see how that looks. Yeah, that's gonna look. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. I didn't see like a rumored even release date yet, but holy shit. And this is going to segue into my question for you guys with the comeback. Earlier this week, Travis Scott posted a picture of himself in a pair of Nike SB Dunk Low What the Dunks.
Yep.
Our brother Net Magnetism, he posed the question out for his followers, and he's been blowing it up literally all week. With that post, is Nike SB back?
No. Travis has been wearing Dunks and SBs for months. This is just like a really hyped one, and he's popular right now.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it could be all of them colliding at once, and maybe that's what it's going to take, but I don't see Travis Scott as a super influential guy who's going to sell out SBs
quote
again.
unquote bring SB back.
Especially if he's wearing What the Dunks. Like if he starts wearing GR pairs, sure, maybe, yeah.
True.
But he's wearing stuff that came out 10 years ago.
And like hella grail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe resale on SBs will go up.
Oh, like coveted
like
pairs?
older stuff, yeah.
I know
but
what
I
you
don't
mean.
see new stuff coming back all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The colorways just aren't there right now for SB.
What saddens me about this whole thing is that because I've been looking for a pair of What the Dunks the entire time, or for like years now, now they'll be seen as like that hype shoe that Travis Scott wore. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care about like that hype beast label for myself. Like if someone calls me a hype beast, sure, whatever. Like I am who I am. But I like that, you know what I mean? That like negative connotation towards having that pair. But it's okay. At least it's like it doesn't compare to how people think of people rocking Yeezys.
I feel like
and
that
stuff.
shoe's always been that pair though.
Yeah.
True. No,
Like-
but I mean, it's coveted though. It's like hype in a different sense. But now, because Travis Scott had him on,
New school hype.
yeah, no, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it was hype amongst us. Like us 4 will fucking drool over it. Oh my god, that was my first swear today.
You said shit like
Oh, okay, never
30
mind.
minutes, like
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
All right, never mind. Whatever. Fuck.
And again.
Yeah. So no, SB is not back.
Well, first of all, it never left. But,
Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
but,
Yeah, I don't
but
think it
also
ever
no,
left.
it's not
In
back.
our hearts.
In our
In our hearts.
Yeah. It's just there.
just there.
That's honestly what it's come
It
to
is.
right
That's
now.
what it is
No,
right
for
now.
sure,
Like it's
for
not
sure.
really.
It's still relevant to the people to the people it matters to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a good handful of those people still, which
Yeah.
is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuya Joel, you didn't get a chance to talk about this last week, but was it last week? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was last
last
week. You got a package.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even forget. I forgot.
was crazy.
Whatever.
It just came out of nowhere. Like, literally nowhere. Yeah, so I got the Skepta 97s. They just showed up at my door. Shout out to the delivery guy for just leaving there on my front porch. Stupid. You know, back to school and everybody's walking up and down my
I thought he was
street.
gonna give a thank you.
But thank you, Nike
courier.
Toronto.
There it is. That's what I was
Thank you,
looking
Nike
for.
Toronto. Thank you so much. I was just in awe when I came to the door.
And you love the Air Max Deluxe too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I was amped
Like
to
them.
see you get that pair.
I love
for
them,
sure.
man. They're nice. They're a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe. Like the detail on them it's crazy. Like I'm pretty sure everybody's seen them around, but for me when I first saw them, it would just reminded me of the VHS.
Yeah.
Now it gets the tracking.
Yeah.
You have to adjust the tracking. It reminded me of that, and with like with like the
like that white noisy
yeah,
looking.
like the white noise, pretty much.
And what does it say on the inside? It says like never sleep on tour.
Never
or something.
sleep on tour. It's
pretty cool.
So I guess he just never sleeps.
Coming from
24/7.
Tito Joel.
Yeah.
So does he never sleep?
He has to sleep. That's eye bags.
Was there any like
going to get sleepy.
insole art or anything like that?
It's got SK Air on the insole.
Oh, neat. Oh, I love
So
that.
Skepta
I love
Air.
that. Yeah.
It's got that. Other than that, it's just just the detailing. It's got a 3M strip on the back. It's got like this black metallic. I don't even know what kind of material it is, but it's like on the heel tab. I thought it was 3M, but it wasn't 3M. But
not 3M-y?
No, it's not 3M. Yeah. But other than that, the detailing on the box is pretty cool too because it goes along with the whole tracking thing on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Nike's been killing the packaging game.
yeah,
Yes.
man. Yeah, man. So other than that,
I think this is the best Skepta collab so far. My personal
think so?
favorite.
Yeah.
Of the three that I can think of, unless there's another one. He had the
I-
97.
the
Yeah.
97.
And the 97 I wasn't a fan of because it was an Ultra.
Yeah.
What was it, a BW?
I really
BW7.
like.
the
I really
BW7,
like the
yeah.
BW97s. Those are my favorite.
Didn't really
ones.
like those. It's too plain. This one is very cool. Different. Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Out
For
there.
sure.
Yeah.
Next on the recaps, Lawrence, you how are you feeling?
Yep.
Do you want to let them know what happened earlier today?
Stretch.
Yeah, so earlier in the week we got invited to some exercise. I never heard of that word until that email.
What is this E word? I had to Google it.
Exercise. With Under Armour Canada at
I'm not possessed.
at U of T. And essentially it was actually meant to coincide with U of T's like not Frosh, but I guess like orientation week. So they're having a whole like fit week kind of thing.
Nice.
So earlier in the
Interesting.
day they had like dodgeball and like bubble soccer and stuff on the field. And then
There's no way to get greeted than letting you know you're fat and out of shape.
all
Welcome to the school.
y'all need to exercise. So yeah, I showed up, RSVP'd to, there was 3 time slots available for today. If
Lawrence
you're
is
listening
not
to
fat, by
this
the
2
way,
days
guys.
ago, I felt fat today. Showed up, there was nobody there, and I was like, I'm at the right place, I'm like really early.
No one wanted to work out. No one.
I'm like,
no
I don't
one
want to be the only one on this huge field. I'm like super struggling by myself because then people can see me. Like I'm very blatant and obvious. So I like kind of lingered. I like walked around like I'm gonna come back. Like, I walked
funny.
away, but I came back and it was like full. Like there was a ton of people. I was talking
had
to our
scope the scene.
I was talking to our boy at Under Armour, and he said that of the 3 slots, the first one had 150 RSVPs, the second one had 100, and the third one had 200.
That's amazing.
Yeah, very, very cool.
That's really cool.
But yeah, I showed up. They sauced me over a t-shirt that I chose not to wear because I'm stupid. I wore a cotton CGS t-shirt, like, woo, under the hot sun.
My man.
No breathability at all. And they gave me like this microfiber towel, and it was like super folded up. So they gave them to me together, and I kind of just went over to like a corner and was sitting because it was so hot today. Like the sun was,
Yeah.
and I was wearing pants. Like, why did I wear pants?
And you didn't throw on that shirt.
And I didn't wear the shirt. And the hat I was wearing was just a Supreme 5 panel.
Yeah,
like, no.
This guy, I need to look good while I...
Like, I was so stupid. Because Under Armour sent me these really nice sweatpants and I really wanted to wear them. And then I wore them and like our Under Armour guy, Saul, he was like, why did you wear those? I'm like, they're just really nice. And he's like, bro, those are like hyper warm.
Yeah,
like they're meant for like winter
sweat.
Training. Yeah. He's like, you're going to die. And I did.
That's too funny.
But anyway, so I get this towel.
In
and
a
I'm
way,
like
it's kind of good. It's like some people do that. They purposely
yeah, they sweat on purpose.
More. Yeah,
they want to pass out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You're good.
If you don't pass out, you didn't try. But yeah, I'm like sitting on the side with like this towel and this t-shirt, and I hear the guy come on the mic, and he's like, "Okay, whenever you guys are ready, like come over to the middle. We're gonna start soon, and bring your towel." I was like, "Why do I need this?" And then like he's like, "You're gonna need it to like sit on it or whatever." I'm like, "What?" And then I open it, and it's huge. It's like a beach towel.
Holy crap!
I was like, "What?" I thought it was a tiny little microfiber like for sweat, but it was like a beach towel.
It was like,
yeah, it was like unfolding like 900 times kind of thing into some huge thing. So I went over and set it up like a yoga mat. And I was like, oh god, this is gonna be bad. And it was like,
I'm in pants, a Supreme hat,
yeah, so
a
stupid.
champion shirt.
So we start and we're doing all these like weight training, not weight training, sorry, body weight, yeah, training exercises. And like we get through and he's like, okay, guys, take a break. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. He's like, so that was the warm up. And I'm like, oh no, like dripping in sweat, like dead. And he's like, so now it's like 3 sets of increasing intensity workouts, and it's going to be about 50 minutes. And it's really hot. It was really hot today.
Oh, yeah, and the sun was out.
Yeah, it was not a good day for me. So we started. I got through the first one. I was like, okay.
Thank you for coming to the podcast to record.
This is good. I got this. And the second one started, and like I said, it increases intensity. So I start, and I'm like,
and is it getting quicker?
It's not getting quicker, but it's just getting harder.
The different moves.
Different moves, yeah.
Sick.
No, not sick. It made me feel sick.
I'm sorry.
I got through about half of that one. And then the last one, I just sat down on the floor. I was like, no, I'm done. Like, it was tough. Yeah, it was really tough. So the guy who was running the workout is actually the guy who created the entire program for Good Life Fitness's spin classes.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So the man is like super loud, like super into it, and super intense. And it was good. It was really fun.
Sick.
Thanks for killing me today. It was a good time.
You're captain. Thank you for embarrassing me.
That's why that large shirt is
yeah, that's why this shirt is so baggy on me. I lost 30 pounds today. So whatever this exercise thing is, I think I'm done with it. I'm going to retire from exercising for now. Maybe I'll reintroduce myself to it next year if they invite me again.
Oh, man. Shout out Nike Toronto for the kicks, and shout out Under Armour for the invite.
For the licks.
Word.
Ooh, bars. All right, we're going to move on to responsibilities as Canada Got Soul. So what brought about this topic inspiration for me was a few weeks ago we got a fire round question from the homie Sneaker Life husband.
Hello.
Aaron.
His question was about how we manage our time as CGS and with like personal life and all that. I thought it was one of those questions that we could probably bring more value on if we had like a full blown talk about it.
And if everyone was here, because it's been a while since we've all been together.
And I thought too that like, if we're gonna talk about time management, we could talk about even all the other responsibilities that comes with doing what it is we do. So first, let me bring up what he asked. He said, "How do you guys manage time with Canada Got Soul and your work/personal life? Does it help that you have 4 members? Would it be harder if there was only one? Yes, if one of you doing this." And then he says, "Thanks and keep up the great work." I did ask him what brought about this question. And he said, "I just wanted to get your opinion on it because we stopped Toronto Sneaker Face for a while because it got hectic with our personal/work life. And we wanted to get back into it and wanted any advice you guys might have." That part also pushed me to be like, okay, yeah, we need to, maybe other people, if he wants to know something, maybe other people want to hear about this. So we could have another advice column discussion. All right, guys? Cool. Okay. First off, Alvin, you were part of it, so I'm going to ask you to explain it. What is Toronto Sneaker Face? I think you mentioned it before, but let's recap it again.
It's essentially just showing the face to the sneakers.
Good one. In Toronto.
Because for the most part, like, in Toronto.
Yeah.
For the most part, when you look at all the sneakerhead feeds, you literally just see all the shoe feeds. Though they are dope, you never see the actual, you don't even know who it is.
Yeah, the person.
You know what I mean? Until you meet them in person, you're like, oh, yo, that's what you look like? Damn.
Shit, you're ugly.
No wonder. No, I'm joking.
No wonder it's only ankle down.
But
Oh
yeah.
my God. Is that because that's what people said to you, or you said that to other people? Please let it be the first one. Damn. Just like, oh shoot. That's you.
Yeah.
Unfollow.
Oh my God. Never.
Go on. Toronto sneaker face.
I lost. Oh wait. Yeah. So it's just to show people
Who
the
it is in
face
the shoes?
of the shoes.
What? So like you were actually in it. What did you have to do for it?
Essentially, man, you guys just meet up.
With Sneaker Life husband and his wife.
Yeah, with Aaron and wifey. And you literally, it's just a conversation at first. So they just try to get to know you. Really dope couple. Like, man, it was mad fun just being able to chop it up and talk about sneakers. They essentially try to get to know your sneaker history.
Dope.
And then you just go on a photo shoot. And it was fun, man. Like, I'm usually the one behind the camera, so. Yeah. It felt kind of weird being taking pictures.
Getting the spotlight.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. It was mad chill.
And they made a video. That was cool too.
Yeah, man. Again, really dope couple, bro. Like, I love the what's the word?
Chemistry?
No, like, I love the thought of it.
The concept.
Yeah, like, just showing who's behind the sneakers, right? Like,
right.
It's really cool, man. And I think once they find their kind of niche and how to, like,
their groove.
Yeah, just how to schedule everything and make sure everything's good. I think it'll lift off.
Well,
good.
hopefully after this episode, you guys will figure it out.
Yeah.
So let's start with the first part of his question. How do we manage time with CGS and work and personal life? I wanted to start with the dads first because you guys will definitely have a different set of challenges being fathers. So how do you guys balance out writing articles, making content, doing posts, being a parent, and still make it out to the events that we get invited to, etc., etc.?
Ask for permission. Like
from daughter?
No, she has no
From
say,
wifey.
bro. She can't
From
tell
wifey.
me
No say,
shit,
bro.
dog. You asked me for permission.
Damn.
But
What
no,
did I bring?
it's just, I mean, essentially asking for permission from the wifey. I mean, it's literally not even asking. It's just letting them know in a good chunk of time that, hey, we got this coming up. I got to reach. And luckily, we have wives that are fairly supportive.
Very supportive.
Fairly supportive.
Within reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be
Yeah.
going to an event like every single
100%.
night. You know what I mean? So, I got to be home too. But just giving them enough time in advance. And at the end of the day, like, you guys are my family, but, like, I got to put my daughter, my wife first. So if they're in need of myself, then I just unfortunately can't go or can't do something. But I mean, there will always be more events, right? And at least, again, there are 4 of us. So if one of us can't make it, that's okay, because at least we'll be able to still cover the
Represent.
event, right? So we'll still be able to represent, which is amazing. So
Kuya Joe?
Yeah, I'm the same ways too. It's balancing like you know, the family life, and then with me, I got a 10-year-old son that just balls, so I gotta balance that out.
Ball as in playing basketball, not cry all day.
Yeah, not cry, not cry.
10-year-old son that balls all day.
But yeah, it's just balancing that out, man.
What do you do? It's because you do too much CGS stuff.
He's crying all day.
You go to Canada, Gasol again, Dad.
Papa, please.
Joe Mar, I'm sorry. Dooney Jr.
He's actually eager to come the next time.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
But
ever
he's-
since that,
But it's school night now.
I
know.
Sorry, Dooney Jr.
like ever
Summer.
since he did episode 6,
Yeah.
like the way he puts it on blast to his friends at, you know, the basketball court.
That's
He's
so
like,
cool.
Papa, let me use your phone. Let me play episode 6.
No wonder episode 6 has 9,000 streams.
That's probably why.
Joe Mar keeps listening to it. Speaking of the podcast, like it being a weekly thing, was that challenging for you guys to sort of like get it fixed within your schedules?
For me, no, it wasn't. It wasn't for me because I'm like, I only need like, to be honest, I'm like 5 hours of sleep. I'm good. So I work early.
Immediately shook his
I
head.
work early in the morning.
Nah.
So after here, it's straight home and whatever. But I'm good.
What time do you have to get up daily?
I get up like around, if I have to drive Mare to the station, it's 5:30, 5:40.
Oh man,
I gotta be up and shower up and get going and make lunch and whatever and head out the door. So balancing that out and whatnot, it's it does help that there's 4 of us on the team, on the squad as a family, but it's, you just roll with it. You just roll with it and just do what you can,
Alvin?
The pod?
Yeah.
Nah. Because essentially when we started the pod, we did it on Thursday nights after ball.
Yes.
I was already out.
That's going to come back
why
again
we
soon.
started on Thursday.
Yeah. I was already out. So,
Lawrence was
me
already
coming
in
home.
Saga.
Yeah, Lawrence was already in Saga. So me coming home 2 hours later, I mean, it wasn't really a big
huge
difference.
Deal. Yeah.
So no, it wasn't. It was just whatever. It's fine.
Sick. So it's just all about, wow, excuse me. Basically communicating with the wives and letting them know what's up, like time in advance.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Lawrence, I know you were eager to answer this one.
Can you repeat the first question?
The first part?
Whatever. We're supposed
How
to be
do you
answering.
guys manage time with CGS and work/personal life? Do you want the origin of the question as well?
Country of origin.
Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Can you use it in a sentence? Can you use the sentence in a sentence? Something that I've tried to start like doing myself this year, as of late, is thinking of not just work as something that can't be missed, but other things that are important in my life. Whether it be this or whether it be basketball, whether it be a date, whether it be whatever. Like you can't just wake up and be like, I'm not going to work. So I do the same with other things. Like I can't just be like, shit, I'm tired. Like I can't go, like I give the same importance to all things that are important. Like I try not to prioritize importance. If it's important, it's important. Like blanket, it's important. So if it's basketball, like I'll make time for basketball. If it's a date, I'll make time for a date. If it's this, I'll make time for this. Like I'll make sure that I'm there because I give it the importance that I think it deserves. So it's just prioritizing your life and deciding what is important, I guess, in the first place. So kind of just weeding out the things that are like exercise. Like, no, we don't need that. Phase that out.
Does basketball not fall under exercise?
No.
Oh.
Ball is ball.
That's basketball. Ball is life.
Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously time management is key too. Like Alvin just said, I actually completely forgot. That's why we do the pod on Thursdays in the first place, is because we play basketball. So like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Like we're already all out doing something, so we might as well just come back here real quick, record it, bang it out, and then it's all one night thing instead of doing another night and then having to arrange it again. Obviously having all 4 of us is a blessing. Like the other 2 have already said, like it's crazy that it feels like we can be 4 places at once and we can do 4 times the work because it is 4 of us. If one of us can't make it to the pod, it's still 3 of us. Like we're still fine. Like we feel the difference, or you wouldn't notice the difference from the outside because we're still able to get everything done. And then a support system that understands what is important to you. So whether it be your girlfriend or your parents or your friends or whoever, that understands that you have things that you do prioritize in your life and that's what's important to you. So they need to be able to understand that that's what you want to that's what you feel like you need to give your time to at that specific time. And they're supportive of you. So definitely can't thank those close to me enough, including you guys, for everything. Cause we've made it this far. Shit. 28 weeks in a row. Shit.
Sort of. We missed a couple
Close
weeks.
enough.
But,
Overall,
who's
average.
paying attention to that anyways?
No one watches this thing.
Listens.
Change the channel.
Listens.
Change the channel.
Alan, what about you?
Things have been getting a bit easier for me, thank you, Lawrence, because I've started to sort of fall into a routine. The wife and I are getting better at adulting, so that helps a little bit too. I found that another thing that helps is like what Alvin and Joel said, the support that I get from the significant other. She knows how much I prioritize CGS, so unfortunately for her though, she picks up my slack at home. But yeah, since we started this podcast, my week to week has gotten a little bit busier. We record on the Thursdays. The night before, I'll prepare the outline. I don't know why, but it usually takes me a few hours. I always think that it'll take a lot quicker, but no. And then on Friday night, I just listen back to the entire episode, edit it. Thankfully, it's usually just one take Drake for us, and it's like one smooth session, and I just gotta like balance out the volumes and then just throw it up for the night. And then
I'm gonna start making it more difficult for you.
And then I know
edit.
and then
Fix
on
this.
but like while I listen to that too, I'm working on the title cards and the story and the posts and the descriptions of the episodes and stuff like that. This year has definitely felt like the busiest that I've ever been, between adulting after getting married, trying to be fit with exercise, Canada Got Soul, even my personal content, like posting my geeky shit and like my shoes, freelance, and then like my full-time job. It's definitely been one of the most challenging. But yeah, like I said, even with just the example of like the podcast, from day to day, I'll have step done, one step on Wednesday, then the next day, the Thursday, we record, and then Friday, it's up at night after everything, editing and up. So I mean, it's just like that, like setting a process. It's not like I need to get everything done all in one day. Thankfully, I gave myself like enough room where like we record on Thursdays and I just make sure it's up on Saturday, so that I get like one full day to edit and then like make all the extra content that we do with it. Do you guys also feel that this year was like the busiest for us?
Oh, definitely.
Like this year alone, not even
everything.
like mid 2017 to here, but I mean just 2018 alone.
Yeah, like events. There was 1 week or 2, 3, 4, a month
I think
in
it
the
was
summertime where
it
it's
was
like
like every
every single
weekend.
week we had a thing.
was it July or August?
August?
Both.
July and August?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was both.
Yeah.
The summer is generally busy for that stuff, but this year
Yeah.
it felt like crazy because
Yeah.
it wasn't just that. It was like you have the events, so you already have the things you commit to, which would be the podcast, your work life, your
Weekly,
personal life,
yeah.
everything. And then you throw in the events, and you're like, okay, so now I have to find where I thought I had no space at all. Now I have to put in 2 events, and like I'm not even trying for 1 second to say that it's a bad thing, but like say we get seeded something, and we're like, okay, now we have to go out and shoot and write a review on it, and then get content created, and that's time consuming. So there's definitely a lot of early mornings, late nights, like sacrifices you do have to make.
Yep.
Like Joel said, 5 hours of sleep is normal for him. I don't know about that.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
I'm usually on 5 to 6 hours already. Especially with like shoe haul. Oh, even like speaking of July and August being our busiest, if there was an event on Thursday, we'd record the day before or the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's times where too I had to like write the outline the day of, and I'd ask the guys to like they're all here waiting to record, and I'm still writing the outline. I've gotten better at it though.
That just comes
Yeah,
down to
definitely,
all,
man.
like I said before, like all of us being on the same page and all of
Yeah.
us supporting one another. Like if Alan's going to Fan Expo, we're not like, nah, fuck you. Like we're recording on Thursday. Be there or be square. Like figure it out. Like we're very supportive and understanding that we do have personal lives. Like if we ask at the beginning of every week, we're like, which day do you guys good? Usually it's Thursday, but sometimes things come up. And it's never been a problem as of yet. Knock on wood, 28 weeks in, that we've been like, nah, like screw this. Like there's never been an argument or anything like that.
No.
I don't think we've ever argued at all.
No.
Like,
Fuck you.
honestly, I'm done with your shit.
Like, why you gotta be so supportive, fam? Like, what the hell?
What? Oh,
Don't be so fucking understanding, and this won't happen.
God.
Don't cause a scene.
What are you so empathetic for?
We'll talk about this later.
I love you.
You edit it out. Edit it out.
First fight ever.
Oh my god, was that our first fight?
How did the month of CG, not CGS, we're CGS. The month of shoe haul. The month of shoe haul felt super, super hectic.
That's crazy.
That month flew.
Yeah. When was shoe haul?
August.
August what?
11th,
something.
Yeah. Oh, yes, before Soul Exchange.
Yeah.
The 11th.
The 11th.
Yeah. That month I think took a toll on me.
That was another thing though, like Shoe Haul was another beast in itself because like we have officially announced it I think a month before, but like 2 months before is when we actually conceptualized everything and started like trying to figure everything out.
Well,
so
3 months, I think we like decided it 3 months before, and then 2 months or like 1 month after we were like, yeah, we'll do it.
Probably start.
We should probably start moving on this.
But yeah, another thing is I guess just not putting too many things on your plate that you can't handle too. Like don't overwork yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme of DW from Arthur? Where it's
No.
like she's like has like black eye bags, and it says like at the top it's like when someone asks if I have free time, and she's just like, yep, like with a smile on her face, and then eye bags.
No,
I got it. No worries. Like you don't want that. You don't want to overwork yourself. Like you want your work to stay consistent. So if you start spreading yourself too thin, then everything's gonna fall off.
You also want to be happy
Yeah.
with what you're doing still.
Yeah.
Because when you get to that point where it's just like too much for you, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're no longer gonna be passionate
Yeah.
for it.
You never
It's not
want
gonna be worth
this.
doing it.
This doesn't feel like a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
At all.
I was gonna say like between designing or working on new merch, like designing stuff for the event itself, like the promo pieces, and then even like the podcast weekly, and then even just talking to you guys daily about like the plans and stuff like that.
Just the stress
Yeah.
itself.
No, I was just gonna say,
surrounding the day.
I did get stressed. Like I blew you guys up on I think we have had fights. Or
It wasn't
not
a fight.
fights, but like serious discussions. I definitely blew up
lot
your
of
guys'
capital letters.
DMs. No, I did not. I did not use I used proper
Use
Exclamation
periods.
punctuation.
Periods are worse.
Yes. After every word.
Okay. Period.
Fine. Period.
But no, what I want to say is you're like to what Alvin said, I never dreaded it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
Like there was never
Welcomed it, to
there
be
was
honest.
never really a point where I was like, fuck this shit. Like I'm done with it.
And if you ever feel like that, take a step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it ever starts
Yeah.
to feel like work, take a step back and reevaluate what is important to
Like
you.
every step that we took, I felt like so accomplished.
Oh, for sure.
Like we just
Definitely.
like you know, there's like regular to-do lists, and then there's like that one massive to-do list, and then once you like milestone, everything we hit, I felt like was a milestone, and then the day came, and that just went by so fast.
That was stressful.
That day was insane. We talked about it a few episodes ago. Go back.
Yep.
Go back. But yeah, no, when it comes to just getting stuff done for us, we just kind of do it happily.
Yeah.
We find time. We
Yeah.
make the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You got to make the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the it's funny because Lawrence is talking about like making sure to not put too much on your plate, but I want to do more.
Just get a
I
second
honestly
plate.
want to do more.
Man's can eat.
In a way, I hope that things kind of do get a little bit busier with us.
We're kind of
It's-
at a crossroads right now.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Like I feel like we're at the point where we've gotten big enough that we have like we're steady every week. We have different things to do. We have different events. We have different reviews. We have different podcasts. Whatever.
There's
Like
stuff
it's,
to do.
We're near a ceiling where it's gonna get to be too much. I think just based on the fact that we do have 40 hours a week at other things to do, like jobs. So like you're saying, I do hope we get bigger, but I also hope that it jumps to a point where it can be a job
Well,
and we can get paid for
there
it.
was one
Because
thing
that in
that
between part would suck.
there's one thing that one of my or actually Line and a Pickaxe said it to me. Full-time dreams will require full-time hours. So I am super down to put in another 40 hours a week to this. But yeah, that's just what I mean with like I want to get busier. There's stuff in my head that I need to get out, creatively even. Yeah. Hopefully, I got to make time for that. I've been definitely loafing on that, so lots of other things have been prioritized. But we'll see. We'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually when I finish other stuff on my plate. The second part of the question was, Does it? Oh yeah, we kind of answered it. Does it help to have the four of us?
Yes.
Yes.
Would it be harder if it was one of you doing this? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. No, it even helps in a sense where productivity wise, bouncing ideas off of these guys, pulling support, even getting guidance and inspiration from them. I think it's crucial that I have these three next to me with like everything that we do together. I don't know how good this podcast would be if it was just me. I don't. I also think I'd go crazier if I was doing this alone. Could you imagine?
Every episode would be
What's
5
going
hours.
on, guys? Episode. No, it would not.
I'm here today with
Keep
my
going.
brother Spooner. Spooner, how's it going? Hey, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Peter Parker is also here. Oh, hi guys, I'm Spider-Man.
A special guest, Mickey Mouse. Hello.
Hello, hi guys. Yeah, no, I love these guys. I would definitely we need each other. I think it's safe. I think
Even
it's
aside
safe to
from
say.
like the workload, like I think it's good to have somebody who holds you accountable too. Because if it was just one person, like if it was just Alan and he was gonna put something off, who's gonna tell him, bro, don't put that off?
Yeah.
Like if it's us, like even that doesn't have to be said. You say, all right, we're gonna have the podcast on Thursday, and then Thursday comes around, you're like, fuck, I'm tired. If it was just you, you'd be like, I'm gonna do it Friday. With us, he's like, shit, they're coming over in an hour. Like,
Yep.
it's too bad.
Yeah.
Yep. And then too, just like if someone's late, they're late. They get told. And yeah, no, definitely. We take each other seriously too. It's not even that like we just let each other do whatever we want. I think with the crossroads that Lawrence is talking about, it's like it's sort of in a way time to step up as well. In terms of quality and like stuff that things that we do. But yeah, moving on. Sneaker Life Husband also asked
Got a lot of questions there,
for
bud.
advice. Yeah, well, he asked for advice because they do want to get back into doing the Toronto Sneaker Face thing. Yeah, this is the part where I wanted to like open up to everyone who wanted to start a project like this. So yeah, advice: make time.
Make time.
Make
Definitely.
time.
Yeah, just like what we said, like if you don't have someone who can hold you accountable, hold yourself accountable, don't think of things as personal. Think of them as everything is important and everything is work, or everything is as important as work. So if it's on your schedule, you have to do it. Like, don't say I'm going to do this tomorrow and then like, never mind, just do it tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
tomorrow is never ending.
Never gonna come.
It's always infinity
Yeah.
when it's
Yep,
just
yep.
tomorrow. So just like, and once you get going, it's so easy. Like it's once you stop that you're screwed. So just keep going and going and going, and then you'll be fine.
No, I wanted to have Sean go here because he's a really good example. He was supposed to be here, but I think he got invited to the Unbanned pre-screening. He mentioned his before on his episode. Go check that out. I can't remember the number right now, but
4,
no, it's later than that.
13,
I think it was 7. He was our first guest. But yeah,
12.
he mentions how he spends about 2 hours a night. 2 hours a night just working on taking photos, editing, recording his reviews. Yo, he's quick. His turnaround time with reviews and stuff like that is very fast.
Everything is day of.
I imagine that he is getting a lot better as well. So he, like us on this
Yeah, he found
podcast,
his groove.
is like one take.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's saying. He takes his notes probably, maybe, unless he's like that good at freestyling and stuff like that. But, yeah, there's one thing that I learned a while ago, and it's when you break down your week, you have like after sleep and work, you have about like another 40 hours or 50 hours to yourself. If you think about it, like that's a lot of time. There's a lot of things that you could do within 50 hours. One day is 24 hours. That's a lot of time, but you're obviously sleeping and working. But
How much is 2 days?
2 days? Well, if you sleep for 8 hours and then you work for 8 hours, so 16. So you have 8 hours a day. You still have 8 hours other than that. 8 hours a day to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's also I suck at this too though. I waste a lot of time.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
Everyone
I waste a lot of
procrastinates.
time.
Everyone gets comfortable on the couch, and
But
then
yeah,
in
like
5 minutes, I'll
like
get
Lauren
up.
said,
Yeah.
it's get it started. Just start doing it.
You know that feeling, like when you're like, say you're like eating some food at the table, and you get up, and you like start bringing your plate, and you like turn around and look at the table, and you're like, shit, I forgot the spoon. I forgot to bring the spoon to the kitchen to put the dishes, and you're like, I'm gonna get it after.
You never get the spoon again.
Don't get the spoon after. Turn around,
Just
get
get
it,
it.
and do it.
Yeah,
Like with everything.
true.
Like don't like get further away from it. You're already so close to it. Just
Yeah.
take one step back rather than take 30 steps
That's a good
forward
tip.
and then take 50 steps back to go with the spoon.
That's something I need
40
to work
minutes
on too.
later.
No more of this. Like I'll do it later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like right beside the laptop's in front of you and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yeah. Now it's closed.
What now? The PS4
Yeah.
controller's right there.
Just take the 2 steps back rather than just I'm gonna get it after. Like
Yeah.
just do it right there. It's right in front of
Yeah.
you. Just do it.
And
Hashtag just do it.
Just do it.
Hashtag ad.
believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
Getting the spoon.
I'm right here.
Food.
I'm right here.
Get the spoon even if it means sacrificing everything.
All of your time, all 8 hours of your time.
Spent getting a spoon.
Yeah, no, if you break it down that way, you have lots of time to do a lot of things. Also, to be like really blunt, I'm like not happy with where we are right now. Like I am, don't get me wrong. I'm proud of what we have what we've accomplished, but I don't think I am where I want us to be yet. Yeah. I think there's definitely lots for us to do. Which is what I meant with us, like me wanting to get us to get like busier and stuff. So we'll see. We'll get that work. I also want to say you need to find out why you're doing it in the first place. Does it make you happy? Does it bring value in your life? Because if you don't find joy in it, like how we were just discussing about shoe haul and the stresses on that, I almost want to say like don't bother. Or rather don't stress yourself out so much on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's just going to be like a hobby for you or something that you want to do on the side, then I mean like whatever.
Let it be that.
It's just whatever.
Yeah.
But you need to keep in mind if you're trying to accomplish something, if it means something to you, then you need to push yourself. You need to just like go out and get it done. And just like I think I don't know if you guys had moments where not really doubt, but like it's kind of just like question why we're doing this.
Yeah.
I've had moments. I can't lie. Then I remind myself like why we did this in the first place, and it's not for free shit. It's not for that type of exposure. It's not to be famous and stuff. It's
for education, community, and culture.
just just sharing our passion.
Yeah, man. And like, if you really want to do something, do it. Like, I can't even count how many articles I've written on break, on lunch, on the bus, on the train.
And I make these guys look for more shit on the weekly basis with their picks and stuff.
Like I take, like whenever I take shots, it's just like, it's, if I have free time.
Yeah.
If it's like half an hour, I'll try to take the dopest shots in half an hour. If I'm not happy with it,
That's
whenever I
something
have
I
a
need
half an hour next, I'll
I
do it
need to
again.
work on.
If I need to write a review, I'll do that on the train going to work or on the train coming back home from work. You know what I mean? Like I have a kid, I want to spend time with her. Like if I want to get stuff done, you got to get it done. Like if you're really that passionate about it, get it done.
You'll find time.
Yeah,
Yep.
You'll find that time.
And note as well that this thing that we do is not always rainbows and sunshine. Like
And
it's
lollipops.
not, yeah, it's not easy. Like it's definitely a lot of work.
The story I just told about the exorcist.
Yeah. Oh man, exorcist. And that was just today.
That's one day.
That was just today, guys.
This is every day.
Exorcist.
Shit.
As you're doing this, look out for exorcist. It's gonna come and get you. It's gonna make you real tired for the rest of your 8 hours.
I saw a TV commercial warning about it. Like the progressive conservative government was like, exorcist is in the schools.
That's dumb.
Protect your children.
Anyways, and if you do want to do this type of thing, if you do want to do this type of thing, you need to put yourself out there. you definitely cannot do this with a private account. People won't be able to find you or like learn who you are and what you're about if they need to request a follow.
That's a given. Don't like.
Yeah.
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 At this point, what have you got to hide?
Yeah.
Word.
Right.
For real.
If
Why are you hiding it?
Yeah. If that's what you want to accomplish. Another thing I wanted to talk about was like, as much as I don't like saying this, with everything that we do as quote unquote influencers, do you guys ever fall under the influence of others, or just what it is we do in a way?
What do you mean?
What?
Like one of my issues nowadays, or actually for like a while now, is like feeling the need to cop something to just feel like to continue to be a part of it.
You already know my stance. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't cop shit
Yeah.
for nobody. I cop shit for me.
Yeah.
So you already know that. You dig?
So, but am I the only one? Am I the only one that feels this way sometimes?
FOMO?
I feel like it. Yeah,
Fear of
FOMO.
missing out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
In a way, I'll elaborate in a
it
bit.
definitely adds to the temptation because you're like, shit,
Yeah.
everybody else wants this. Do I want it? And you're like, nah, I don't. Like
Yeah.
that's
No,
probably
it's-
that's for me. That's probably the
Yeah.
extent of where
Yeah.
it hits me.
Because it's not necessarily the temptation even, but more so sort of like a pressure, like a social pressure.
Because we're a CGS
Yeah.
and we should have that stuff.
Sort of. So
like
like thankfully I do have you guys as my biggest influences, and you guys keep me on like a path. Like you guys are my guidance and stuff. Like the other day, Lawrence and I had a talk about just stuff and like just buying and collecting shit. And he reminded me of like prioritizing things properly in a way where, right? He's
Good
the
job,
youngest
Lawrence.
brother. But I don't stop learning, so that's good. But he reminded me of like prioritizing things that actually make me happier,
Yeah, man.
or like give me more fulfillment, as opposed to just wanting it and having it.
Yeah.
Like what was it you said? Every pair that you buy, you want it to make you feel giddy.
Yeah, like the way I discussed it was like after getting the brown JTH in August, like the way it made me feel, like the same way that the Sean Weatherspoons made you feel, or whatever the last shoe you bought was.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
I bought a shoe. Was it yesterday? Yesterday.
That's a different story. We'll
Yeah,
save
We'll
that.
save that. Yeah.
Whatever that feeling is.
wait,
like,
what? You know about this shoe that he bought?
I don't know.
Oh, is it a sidebar? Do you want to say it
Yeah,
now,
we'll
or
talk
do you want
about
to
it
save it for later?
after.
Oh, later.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
keep going with your thing.
Like that feeling, like I want every, not just sneaker purchase, but every purchase or everything you spend your hard-earned money on to make me feel that way. Like the way I felt after I bought the JTH, I was looking forward to it for months. Like I finally got a pair. Like this shoe I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't stop like smiling at the fact that I got it. And then even like a second one, even like the way the second one made me feel, I was like, damn, like this still made me feel the same amount of happy. Like this is sick.
Yeah.
So then I think
Especially
Alan,
the night that we
yeah, like after
just
camping,
for
like
it.
everything, like just the feeling it made me have.
Yeah.
So I think you asked like, or we were talking about the Presto, the acronym Presto,
yeah.
And I was like, honestly, like it's really cool. Or no, actually, we were talking about the Nigel Sylvester,
Yes.
First.
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I really wanted it, but like, I knew it wasn't gonna give me that same feeling.
Yeah.
So why give it my money? Like, I'm not gonna give the same amount of money to someone to give me the same feeling. That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that was mostly what I was trying to tell you. Like,
Yeah.
don't just give your money that you work hard for, give your time, give your anything to something when you know it could be a lot better.
That's just more meaningful.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give it to something you means
like,
a lot to you.
This feeling that I have isn't necessarily like I said, fear of missing out. It's like, it's almost like falling behind in what it is we're trying to achieve.
What are we trying to achieve? Just trying to have all the cool shit? Or
yeah,
just trying
see,
to have...
that's what I came to realize thinking about it. Like it's because I always think like, will I still be considered like a voice essentially?
Yeah.
If I don't cop kicks, like am I still considered to have the passion for shoes if I'm not owning like new pairs?
What do you tell people?
To buy what you want to buy.
So then why would it be different for you?
See, this is why I wanted to have this conversation.
Yeah, I
Have
don't
you
know.
lost
Like,
respect for me because I haven't bought shit.
but like
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like
No,
the
it's
reason that we
true.
even got to this point was buying what we like and displaying what we like and talking about what we like. Like it was never. We're not that hype beast Instagram account that just posts like friggin' DSLR pictures of off-white stuff 4 times a day. Like that's just not us.
Yeah.
Like respects all to you guys, whoever you are, if you're listening. But we were never that, and we don't need to be that.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do
No,
with.
for real.
We stay on our lane.
Stay
Word.
true to size.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
And,
That's why I
we
called
just,
the podcast that.
Just stay on our lane, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I realized that we can like shoes, we can have passion for the industry, we can keep doing what we're doing, and this is all stuff that I realized like for myself, like something I needed to remind myself too. And it's like, and with our philosophy, it isn't about having every single pair, like Alvin said.
Nope.
I can definitely love silhouettes and their designs and stuff, but it doesn't mean I need to have it all. But it's just like I still do from time to time come with that feeling of like, oh, I need to make new content. I need to post. I
Make
need
new
to
content with old shit.
You know who's really good at that? Christopher Chu.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like he doesn't buy a crazy amount of stuff. Like he
And
buys
it's not
like
new releases,
steadily.
you're
Yeah, he
right,
buys
yeah.
steady
Yeah.
stuff, but he buys what he really likes and he makes content over time.
Granted, he also gets seeded.
Correct.
Yeah.
But even like the bulk of his feed is just his personal shit, and it's a bunch
Yeah.
of Beat Jordan 1.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Like
That's
a
a
bunch
very
of Beat
good
Jordan. He
point.
probably takes a day, like a Saturday, and takes 1,000 pictures, and then
Picks one.
No, it's funny.
then
yeah.
posts
No,
them
his-
over
no,
like
he-
months.
he actually
span.
takes
He's
it like
very meticulous.
Yeah.
Very, very
and
meticulous.
it's like one a day.
Yeah.
And he needs to like love the picture before he showed me like a bunch of pictures.
Shout out Christopher.Chiu,
Word.
CHIU.
Freaky
Word.
First Step.
Instagram.
Freaky, aka OG Freaky First Step. Like
OG,
He's not that
OG.
anymore though. He
he's
doesn't
not
go
that
by
anymore,
that.
but
He's
still,
still freaky.
he's still freaky
R.I.P.
in a good way.
Yeah.
No man, he showed me a bunch of pictures, and I was like, dude, why did you post that? He's like, I'm not happy with it, so I'm not gonna post it.
Can I
Like
post
literally, like a bunch of like amazing photos.
Ghost photographer.
And he's like, listen, like his photos need to be like perfect.
So to round it out, the same way Chris will not post pictures he's not giddy about. Don't buy shoes you're
Yeah.
not giddy about.
No, I
Don't
hear
do
it.
something on your spare time and make it important if you're not giddy about it, like
Yeah.
CGS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's it.
word. And yo, Aaron. I just
If that is
Aaron,
your
yo.
real name.
When you see him in person, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Honestly, yo, Aaron's a homie, man. Shout out to Aaron.
Definitely just Aaron.
He brought us chicken and fried chicken and waffles.
Oh,
on
Dirty
Shoot.
Bird. Shout out Dirty Bird T.O.
Shout out.
Such
but,
a
yo,
good
you
spot,
have-
my goodness.
I was
You
about to
have
pass out.
a wicked support system in Andrea. So if you guys do want to pick this up, you guys need to have a sit down and like just figure shit out.
Make a schedule.
Once you figure out that schedule,
Yes.
man, you guys will get it
Yeah.
popping, man.
That's
'Cause-
definitely what made this podcast thing easy.
Yeah. Yeah, because the passion I know you have in you for sneakers and the support I know you have in Andrea can definitely help you with this for sure.
Definitely.
I love it.
So
Bomb.
just get it if you
Mom.
need it.
Passion.
Scrap-pop-pop.
Skitty cat cat.
Good eye, mate.
Good eye.
But yeah,
Correct.
no, but sometimes you can even use that social pressure as motivation to get shit done.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so that's what I'm trying to turn it into.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying
just,
to
like I
turn
said,
it-
something holding you accountable.
Instead of
Yeah.
making me broke, I'll use it as something to like
Make
push
you
me
rich.
to create, to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
me push me to create.
Yeah, man.
Because I think the last time I posted was like late August. That was my Spider-Man doll.
Me too, it's okay.
The action figure.
No.
Yeah.
I
love that
just
thing.
posted today, and before that, my post prior to that was like late August.
Yeah. Damn.
Life.
Chris, can you take pictures for me, please? Christopher Chu. Because I mean, yeah, that as well. Like I love taking pictures of my stuff and showing it off. I can't even front. Like I just like sharing it and like just giving my thoughts on it and stuff like that. That's always very fun.
Just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think though honestly the best advice that we can ever give or I've ever even gotten was that no matter what it is that you choose to do, you just have to stay true to what you like, to who you are.
Word.
Just stay true
To size.
to size. Edit out those guys, then I said it first. To
Yeah.
size.
No.
He's gonna edit everything.
But with
I told you I was gonna make him work today.
With all of that said, though, the best part about what we do is the motivation that we get from you guys.
Yes.
Word.
Honestly, the community that surrounds us is
Crikey.
like one of the, is one of the greatest feelings that we get. Even just like at events, when you guys say what up,
Instagram, the interactions
yeah.
on there.
Anything,
Crazy.
emails,
Yeah.
in person. So yeah, people saying like, "Yo, I listened to whatever." I'm like, "Damn!" Like
Yeah.
it's just cool that someone would take 2 hours out of the
Yeah.
day and listen to our voices.
like, because regardless of what we do, you guys always push us. You guys support us, and honestly, you guys are one of the, if not the biggest reason why I do want to do more.
Word.
It's an amazing feeling to be able to meet up with you guys.
Yeah.
As Lion and a Pickaxe said, because we were talking about this type of thing earlier this week. He's like, it's like meeting your friends who are in another class at recess. You know what I mean?
True.
Your best friend from grade 5, but next year in grade 6 you weren't in the same class. But then at recess you're like, oh my god, let's play some basketball. Let's not exercise. But yeah, no,
Never that.
it's connecting with you guys in real life, or even just interacting with you guys online is the best.
Word.
Closing remarks.
Salamat.
Wow. That means thank you in Tagalog for those that don't know.
Arigato. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Et bonsoir.
Yeah. No, sneaker life husband and wife, do it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo. Just
it
do
up.
you. If it stresses you, don't do it.
Yes. That's that's honestly the big word. If it's stressful and what's the word I'm thinking of?
Not
And
stressful, because this can be stressful at times.
There's
But
very
good
true.
stress.
Very
Yeah.
true.
It's good stress.
If it's bringing you
if it's
down.
weighing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
Emotionally is the biggest one. If it's weighing you down emotionally,
Yeah.
don't
Don't.
like step away from it for a little bit and
Yeah.
try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Try to figure out a way you can execute properly.
Oh.
And don't feel like a break is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I try to tell myself this all the time, and it's funny because it kind of goes against what Chris Chu's philosophy is, but not everything needs to be perfect.
But
Like
you
with
do need to be happy with everything you put out.
yes, yes, to an extent, but don't like, you know what I mean? Yeah, not everything has to be perfect. Like, if I listen back to an episode and I'm like, shoot, like I'm not too happy with it. I'm not gonna call back the 3 guys to like come back and record.
I'm not gonna come
everything.
back.
No, exactly. and it's, to me, it's part of the progress. And if we get feedback from it, it's part of the progress. It's learning. And then whatever feedback I have for them, I'll let them know. And then I ask them for feedback all the time. Lawrence doesn't listen to the episodes, so he'll never give me any.
They're all perfect. Why do I need to listen?
I like it. I like it.
What the heck?
But yeah, to anyone and everyone who wants to start an endeavor like this, go for it. Go for it, especially if it makes you happy and if this is something that you want to do. Yeah, don't be afraid.
And if you need more advice from us, or if this was helpful, then let us know, because we're more than happy to help.
Shoot us a DM or email us at
Sorry.
canadagotsoul@gmail.com.
Alan, where can they find you on Instagram?
But yeah, that's it. Thank you, Sneaker Life Husband, for bringing that up
Word.
and allowing us to have this discussion. Whoa, we've been recording for over an hour.
He's gonna love that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
There you
While
go,
you
Aaron.
while you prep the
Aaron.
kitchen,
Got you, bro.
shout out Dirty Bird To.
Word.
Shout out.
In
The
Kensington.
official chicken and waffle sponsor at Canada Got Soul.
Oh shit! I could only dream. Please hit us up, canadagotsoul@gmail.com. Anyways, thank you to everyone who has supported us and been a part of this podcast, and that means even everyone who just listens. Thank you.
Word.
Thank you.
If you are listening to us on iTunes, please leave us a 5-star review. Oh no, I said that wrong. Please leave us a review and shoot us some stars.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, come on, Lawrence, please. Can I edit this?
5.
Take 2? Oh, thank you, Alvin. If you're tuning in on YouTube, drop us a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. We have a Facebook group. We don't really do much. It's called CGS Talk. Facebook.com/group/CGS.talk. That's one of the things that I know we could put more time into,
Yeah.
and we should, but we don't.
Is Facebook
We'll
even
talk
that big
about-
right now though? Like,
But like groups are.
Don't make me poke you,
Groups
dog.
are. Why?
you still
Why?
poke, though?
Why are you trying to
Can you still poke?
I know. Are you super tired from exercising?
I don't know if you can.
I'm sure you
there's
can
no
still
option
poke.
Send
to
a poke. Send a poke.
Oh, I get it. Facebook poking.
Catch up.
I
Catch
just
up.
took in.
Catch
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
the thumbs up now.
Boo.
Hit
No
up
wonder no one's on Facebook.
CanadaGotSold.ca for our reviews, event recaps, and sneaker life stories. Now, if you'd like to join us on True to Size, if you have any questions or suggestions for Fire Round, shoot us a DM or email us, like I said earlier, at CanadaGotSoul@gmail.com. You can find me, Alan Martinez, at Spooner_Spooner, no E. I think Lawrence just found the poke button on Facebook.
Poke.
But it's not as like relevant. Like it's not as out there. Remember before you go to someone's profile and it's like right there, like poke them.
Poke.
Poke.
And it's poke.
Send them a
Now it's like you got to go to the options thing and then you got to press the thing. And it's
All
like
right,
such a
Lawrence
long
Hopkins, where can they find you?
program. Edit that.
Find me at Lawrence Hopkins on Facebook. Poke me.
At LDoggyStyles on Instagram, Alvin Quincy Martinez on Facebook. Where can they find you?
Facebook.com/Alvin Quincy Martinez.
/ You got some secret URL?
Yeah. I customized it. And then on Instagram, it's the @ that's an A with a circle around it. MISTRQ and then Mart.
Joel Hernandez, where can they find you, big bro?
Joe Dooney, JO_D 3 O's NEY.
Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers and even considering us as advice givers. Please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We are CGS, and we are out. Goodbye. Poke.
Oh yeah, I got poked. I got the notification, baby.
Poke.